Good morning. How are you? So, welcome to the first of our 5-day Life Biz Balance Reset. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a business and lifestyle mentor, and I help bring the balance back into your life and your business because obviously our business seems to take up a lot of our time because we're so passionate about it. So we put in a lot of effort when it comes to our business, but we don't always give back to ourselves. And especially this time of year, we seem to beat ourselves up a lot about things that have happened in the previous year. And we've also just come off 2 weeks of holidays and eating and drinking and all of the rest of it. So sometimes it does actually, this time of year can be a bit tricky because we're already beating ourselves up about a few things. So it's a really good time to just start resetting your body, resetting your mind and your life so that you can have amazing life and business outcomes. So what I'm going to do for the next 5 days, I'm going to come on live at 8:30. Maybe a couple of minutes late because I do have a little guy hanging at home with me. So if you do see someone pop in. But for the next 5 days, I'm going to come in live and just go through the book with you for probably 5 to 10 minutes. So you can download the workbook at bit.ly reset balance, which will be in the notes. But so to kick off today, I want to just go through letting go of outcomes. So the biggest thing is we're reviewing stuff from last year, and a lot of us are really hard on ourselves for maybe things that we didn't quite achieve for last year. And then also, as I said, eating and drinking for the last 2 weeks. So we are a little bit hard on ourselves. So really it's about letting go of the outcomes. So let go of the stuff that's just happened and start working on the things for this year and the future. When I talk about letting go of the outcomes, it's also just not putting so much pressure on ourselves. So instead of thinking, I have to do such and such, this is the goal and it has to happen, and then feeling like you've let yourself down at the end, it's knowing that just taking the action is actually enough. So just setting the goal and doing the best you could at the time is enough. It doesn't mean that you have to, letting go of that outcome, I think really is just the main point there. So what I like to do in those situations is ask myself, what exactly is the situation that you're looking at? What is the expectation of that situation, or what's the outcome? And then what's the worst that could happen? So let's say you set yourself, everyone's setting New Year's resolutions. It's just what we do this time of year. So if you set yourself a New Year's resolution and let's say in a week's time you decide that you just can't be bothered doing that anymore, you need to sort of prepare yourself. What's the worst that can happen? So I've set myself this goal. I didn't quite achieve it because of such and such. And what's the worst that could happen if I just couldn't achieve it, or if it didn't happen the way I wanted it to? So letting go of the outcomes just means that you're not being so hard on yourself, and you're also just giving yourself time to grow and roll with it. So that's my main one for today. Obviously, over the next 5 days, it will be a little bit of a blend of, holistic blend, obviously, of business and lifestyle. So a lot of these things are very basic framework that, really help you to be able to start achieving those goals that you're after. So you can head and download the booklet. The workbook has a little bit more in depth in it than what we'll be going through live. So you can head to bit.ly reset balance. And yeah, other than that, join me at 8:30 each day. Feel free to share it if you know that someone will get benefit out of it. And I look forward to sharing more of these tips with you over the next week. All right, have an amazing day. Bye.